Okay, what do I know about number 10? Very recognizable, by the way. I know this thing's a circle. We'll get to the question in a second. What's the center going to be? Very simple. Minus 2, 7. What's the radius of this thing going to be over here? 4. Could I draw a picture of it? I could. It's a circle. It's got a center and a radius. I don't know if that's your question, by the way. Look at it. What does the equation represent? Oh, we just did it. It's a circle, right? It's a circle. Radius is 4, and its center is minus 2, 7. What else? Oh, parameterize the given graph over here. And that's an interesting thing to do. You might say, is there a unique way of doing it? Not really, but I guess we could write some things down, and I'll go through that with you. I could say, let's write this over here. So I'm going to say x plus 2 is equal to sine of theta. Let's use t. All right, and let's write down y minus 7 equals the cosine of t. All right. Now, if I did that, I want to point out, you might say, what do you mean if it did that? If I kind of like do what I want to do, which is square these guys over here. I really don't get exactly what I want, by the way, but I'm getting warm. I know if I add those two things together, I would get 1, right? Let me put that down for you. So if I wrote down x plus 2 squared plus y minus 7 squared, I would get 1. Right? I don't want 1. I want 16. So let's think about this, and I'm going to write it down. And what I'm going to write down, let's see, I'm going to put a 16 here and a 16 here. And what would I get over there? 16, 16. I get what I want. All right, now let me go backwards a little bit. And what I got to do over here is I got to put a 4 here. What do I got to put over here? A 4. So one way to do the parameterization of this thing over here, let's take a look at that, and I'll certainly solve it for you. I'm looking at this guy over here, and I want to write down what x is. All right, let me put this over here. And by the way, this is not unique. There's other ways I could write that down. What's x going to equal to? 4 sine of t minus 2. This is a function, I'm going to say, I don't know, c of t. That's what the x function is, all right? What's the y going to be? Again, x is a function of t. Y is 4 cosine of t. Let's take a look at that, plus 7. That's one parameterization of it. I do want to look at the curve and see if I wrote down something similar, if not exactly the same. Let's take a look. No, I wrote something similar though. I did write something similar, all right? That I just didn't change the sines and cosines. It really doesn't change the story at all, by the way. All right, they just did a sine when I did a cosine, so forth and so on. We're good to go. Thank you.